Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Amy and this is yoga. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are just joining into this channel, we do mainly focus on vinyasa flow, which is what we're going to do today with a special focus on these shoulders. So let's go ahead and get started by coming to just an all fours position or tabletop. Wrists are directly below the shoulders. Knees are directly below the hips. Fingers are spread nice and wide. If this bothers your wrists, you can curl your fingers under like a fist instead. As you inhale, begin to come to cow, gentle back bend. See if you can look up slightly. And as you exhale, begin to round through into cat. Inhale through your nose, coming into cow, and exhale through your mouth into cat. Again, inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. One last time, cat and cow. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and take the hips to heels. Arms extended forward. Coming into child's rest. Now, in child's rest, of course, if it's bothering your shoulders to keep your arms extended along the mat, I would suggest instead keeping your arms by your side. That's completely optional. We're going to stay here for about 5 breaths. Inhale, walk your hands in so that you're taking your shoulders over your hips. And let's reach those arms up. And exhale, lower the arms down. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. See if you can start to look upward. And exhale, release. Inhale, reach. And exhale, release. Go ahead and take the left arm to the outside of your right leg, turning and twisting over to the right. So we're fanning open the shoulder blade of that left shoulder. Breathe deeply. 5 breaths. And remember that 1 breath is 1 inhalation and 1 exhalation. Inhale, center. And exhale, turn to your left. Looking over the left shoulder. Breathe deeply. Inhale, center, and exhale, walk your hands forward or keep your arms by your side. Fold forward into child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale, come to all fours, and exhale into downward facing dog. Now, I do suggest not wearing socks with yoga unless you have little stickies at the bottoms of your socks like I do. I have some stickies that help create a little traction. Let's go ahead and keep the toes spread nice and wide, fingers spread wide. Inhale, exhale, begin to walk the dog. Really focus on elongating into your spine. You don't have to have your legs perfectly lengthened in downward facing dog. Work with your breath. Inhale, lift one heel. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale, hold. Exhale, take your knees to the mat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Again, inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Take your hips to your heels, returning to child's rest with your arms by your side or your arms extended, whichever feels best for your shoulders. Inhale, take your shoulders over your hips. And exhale, turn to the right. See if you can start to reach your left hand closer to your right hip, getting a deeper stretch into that shoulder. Inhale, center, and exhale, turn to the left. Again, see if you can reach closer to the hip. Inhale, center, and exhale, fold forward, coming back into child's rest for about 5 breaths. Inhale, come back to all fours. And exhale, downward facing dog once again, and walk the dog. Inhale, hold. And again, exhale, knees to the mat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, hips to heels. Come back to child's rest for 5 breaths. Inhale, shoulders over the hips, and exhale, turn to the right. Now see if you can take your left hand all the way to the lower right side of your back. See if you can look a little further over the shoulder. Inhale, center, and exhale, turn to your left. Again, see if you can reach over to the other side of your back. Inhale, center, and exhale, fold forward, returning to child's rest. Inhale, all fours, and exhale, downward facing dog, and let's walk the dog. So I realized lately we have not been doing sun salutations very much. Today we're going to go ahead and throw in some sun salutations. So let's go ahead and hold downward facing dog for 5 breaths. See if you can begin to lengthen your spine a little bit more. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. Take your right knee to your nose. Hold here for just a few breaths. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, take your left knee to your nose and hold. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, right knee to your nose. 3 breaths. Inhale, downward facing dog, and exhale, left knee. Inhale, downward facing dog. This time as you exhale, take your right knee to your nose and step the right foot between your hands. Inhale, left knee down, and reach those arms up into a nice low lunge. For now, you do not really have to look upward, but if you can lift your gaze up, go ahead and lift the gaze, opening into the front of your neck, releasing into your psoas, open broadly into your chest. Inhale, exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the left knee, Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, left knee to your nose. Step the left foot between your hands. Inhale, right knee down and lift the arms upward. Again, if it's not bothering your neck, see if you can bring your gaze up. Inhale, exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the right knee. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees to the mat. Take your hips back to your heels, returning to child's rest for a few breaths. Inhale to all fours and exhale, lower the hips, coming into Cobra. Now in Cobra, or in any back bending posture for that matter, I want you to try to keep your glutes engaged so that you are supporting your lower back. Also, begin to turn to look over your shoulders, making sure that your heels are lined up with your hips. With your gaze forward, see if you can start to look up without forcing it into your neck. Inhale, exhale, press up and through the shoulders. Inhale, and exhale, lift the hips and take your hips back to your heels. Returning to child's rest, this time for 5 breaths, releasing the low back. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale, step your right foot forward, returning to a lunge. Inhale, left knee down, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Make sure that you're placing all 4 corners of both hands into the mat. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the left knee. And exhale, step forward, coming to the top of the mat and into forward fold or Uttanasana. In forward fold, you do not have to have your legs fully lengthened. I want you to focus on the relaxation of your spine. So I want you to feel as though you're hinging and hanging forward loosely, much like a rag doll. Relax your neck. Allow your chin to fall naturally towards your chest. Relax your shoulders. Gently place your fingertips to the outside of your feet and allow the elbows to do what they will. Inhale, exhale, clasp your elbows, and now gently begin to swing from side to side into your swinging Uttanasana. Inhale, hold to center. Exhale, arms down. Inhale all the way up to standing and reach up. Bring your palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come to a slight back bend and release forward, swan dive into forward fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift your right knee. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees to the mat. Exhale, hips to heels. Returning to child's rest for 5 breaths. On your next inhalation, come back to all fours and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, step the left foot forward, release the right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, curl the toes of the right foot under, lift the right knee, and exhale, step forward. Again, relax into forward fold, allowing the elbows to do what they will. Inhale, exhale, Now begin to clasp the elbows and gently swing from side to side. Inhale, hold to center. Exhale, arms down. Inhale to standing. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms up, slight back bend. And exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, step the left leg back. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the left knee. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees to the mat. Exhale, hips to heels, returning to child's rest again for 5 breaths. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to put it all together, making our way into our Surya Namaskars or sun salutations. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward, release the left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the left knee. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, up to standing, reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms up, standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the right knee. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees to the mat. Exhale, lower the hips. Coming to cobra. So we're skipping over the chaturangas today. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, take your hips back to your heels. So we're babying the shoulders. We're stretching the shoulders. Inhale, come back to all fours. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, step the left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the back knee. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, all the way up to standing. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, step the left leg back. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the toes under, lift the back knee. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees to the mat. Exhale, lower the hips, returning to cobra. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, hips to heels, coming into child's rest for 5 breaths. On your next inhalation, let's walk those hands in. So we're coming back to our seated position with hips to heels, shoulders stacked over the hips, arms by your side. Inhale, begin to lift your chest forward, drawing scapula back. Tip the chin up slightly. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. If you need to get a little deeper stretch, go ahead and take your hands to your low back or see if you can clasp your elbows. That's completely optional. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, reach those arms up. Bring your palms together and exhale, fold forward. Coming back to child's rest. Inhale, lift the hips. palms to the mat, elbows to the mat. See if you can take your gaze forward into a slight back bend. Release and relax your abdomen, hollowing into your belly. Inhale. Exhale. Now see if you can take your right knee closer to the right elbow. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhale, return the right knee back to starting position. And exhale, take the left knee closer to the left elbow. Breathe deeply. Inhale, take the knee back to starting position. And exhale, press up and through your arms, taking your shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Coming into a lunge position. From here, inhale and exhale. See if you can start to lengthen that right leg coming into your pyramid. So you should feel a nice stretch into the hamstrings of that right leg. I want you to really focus on hinging at the right hip. So in that spirit, I want you to see if you can lift the sit bones back, unfurling the spine, growing and lengthening your spine out of your hips. Your gaze should be towards the top of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the right knee and turn to the left. So now you should be lined up with your mat. Again, lengthening your spine out of your hips. Arms extended, gaze between your hands. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your right elbow. Take your right hand into your right hip. Again, if it bothers your wrist, you can keep your fingers curled under like a fist. If it's not bothering your wrist, you could take the palm of your hand into the floor or mat. Breathe deeply. Now see if you can take your right hand into your low back. Inhale, start to look down towards the left hand, allowing the right shoulder to round downward, getting a little bit of a stretch into that rotator cuff. Inhale, turn to the right, lift the right elbow up, and exhale, carefully release the right arm down. Inhale, exhale, release into wide stance, forward fold. Really relax into the back of your neck from here. Relax your arms. A couple of different options. You could step your feet a little bit further apart and see if you can take the crown of your head into the floor or mat. Or you could take your hands further back between the legs with your elbows bent, whichever feels most appropriate for you. We're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Now go ahead and quarter turn over to the left this time. Coming into a lunge position. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. And exhale, take your knees to the mat and take your hips to your heels, returning to child's rest for about 5 breaths. Inhale, lift your shoulders over your hips, returning to that seated position. Reach your arms up and back, opening into your chest. See if you can tip your chin up slightly, pulling the shoulder blades together. Slight back bend. Inhale, lengthen your spine, reach up, bring your palms together. And exhale, fold. Returning to that child's rest. Inhale, lift the hips, shifting your weight onto your forearms and coming to a slight back bend. And we're going to stay here for just a few breaths. Again, really think about pressing up and through the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. See if you can take the left knee closer to the left elbow. Breathe deeply. Inhale, come back to starting position, and exhale, see if you can take the right knee closer to the right elbow. Inhale, back to starting position. Exhale, press up and through the arms. Inhale, curl the toes under. Knees and hips come up, exhaling into downward facing dog. From here, inhale, exhale, step the left foot between your hands. Coming back to that lunge position. Inhale, exhale. See if you can start to lengthen the left leg this time. Coming back to pyramid pose. Nice deep breaths. Again, see if you can really lengthen your spine out of your hips. See if you can reach the sit bones straight back, rolling to lengthen the spine a little bit more. Really think about grounding downward, your hips connecting to your legs connecting to the fascia posterior, into the hamstrings, all the way rooted down into your plantar fascia or feet muscles, all the way down into the mat. Focus on the hush of those exhalations. Inhale, exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, turn to the right, coming back to that nice wide stance. Again, lengthening and growing out of your spine. Gaze is between your hands. Press up and through the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, begin to lift the right elbow up. Sorry, not right elbow, other right, the left elbow. Or taking the left hand into the left hip. See if you can start to turn over to the left. Now we have the option of taking the back of the left hand into the low back. Inhale, start to turn to look at the right hand, allowing the shoulder to release and round downward. Again, getting a little stretch into that rotator cuff. Inhale, turn left, reaching that left elbow up. Exhale, release the left arm down. Inhale, exhale, begin to release into your wide stance forward fold. Either heel toe your feet further apart to take the crown of your head into the mat, or you could walk your hands further back, sending your elbows between your legs. Inhale, walk the hands forward, lengthening into your spine. And exhale, turn to the right, coming back to that lunge position. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. Exhale, knees to the mat, hips to heels, coming to child's rest. This time, take your hands to your low back and allow the shoulders to round downward once again. Releasing that rotator cuff. Now from here, see if you can take your hands a little bit further up your spine. And from here, see if you can start to take your hands closer to your shoulder blades. Inhale, lift your shoulders over your hips once again. Reach the arms down and back this time. Fingertips reaching towards the back of the room. See if you can tip your chin up a little bit more this time. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale. This time going right into it. Go ahead and quarter turn to your left. Coming back to wide stance forward fold. Relax the back of your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Now start to reach those arms out and lengthen your spine, drawing your shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale. Take your hands to your low back, allowing the shoulders to round downward. If you would rather stay here, you may certainly feel free to do so. If you would rather release the arms down and release to wide stance forward fold, you may feel free to do so here as well. Or if you would like to take this a little bit further, see if you can interlace your fingers and see if you can lengthen the arms up and forward, getting a more aggressive stretch into those shoulders. Relax your abdomen. Deep breaths. Inhale, lift your torso halfway up, taking your hands to the low back. Exhale, go ahead and reach the elbows up slightly. Inhale, release the arms down. And exhale, quarter turn over to your left, returning to lunge position. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. And exhale, knees to the mat, hips to heels, arms by your side. Coming back to child's rest for a few breaths. Inhale, lift your shoulders over your hips. And exhale, use the strength of your arms to bring your hips away from your heels, cross the ankles, and roll back. Coming back to a nice, comfortable, seated, cross-legged position. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, release those arms down. Now begin to take the hands back. So you're reaching your fingertips towards the hips and lean back, hinging at the elbows. Inhale, lengthen the legs along the mat. And exhale, fold forward. Coming into seated forward fold. And we're going to start to put a little bit more focus on garland. There are a few ways to modify garland pose. This time we're going to just focus on the basics. So I want you to go ahead and inhale. And as you exhale, slide the right heel in towards the sit bone, towards the hip. So it should kind of feel like you're trying to rest your little crevice area. I don't really like to use the term armpit. We'll just go ahead and say armpit for today. It's just basically you're taking the knee underneath the shoulder to the armpit area. If this is a little bit too intense for you, of course, you may certainly feel free to keep the foot lined up with the knee or to keep the foot lined up with the ankle of your left leg if you're not able to come to a deeper knee bend. You know, as always, listen to your body and be very, very patient with yourselves. We also have the option of inhaling and exhaling sliding the heel in, and little by little upon each breath, see if you can start to slide the heel closer to the sit bone. We're just relaxing into that little hip stretch and shoulder stretch. So a couple of options, either here or we're sliding in, whichever option you choose. I want you to try to start to bring that right elbow further forward. So you're basically kind of creating a little modified chicken wing here. Inhale, nice and deep. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can get a little bit deeper into that stretch. And from here, either slide the fingertips back, resting the back of your hands into the floor or mat, or see if you can start to interlace the fingers together, getting a nice stretch into the hip and shoulders, allowing the scapula to fan open. Breathing deeply, softening your eyes, relax your face and jaw. All right, inhale, go ahead and release that stretch. Release the right arm forward, reaching forward, and slide the right heel forward, arms by your side. Inhale, lean back, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, exhale, slide the left heel in towards the sit bone, or little by little upon every breath, see if you can slide the foot closer to your hip. And again, creating a little modified chicken wing, take your left hand into the floor or mat and allow that elbow to kind of roll forward slightly. And we have the option of taking the backs of the hands down into the floor or mat. Some of you might call it the top of the hand. I always refer to it as the back of the hand. It doesn't feel like the front of the hand. The palm feels like the front of the hand, doesn't it? I always think it does. Inhale. Exhale, and again, see if you can intertwine your fingers. You might notice that one side's a little bit easier to connect than the other. Remember, everybody, pretty much most people, have one side that's a little bit more open than the other. Now just take your time. Have patience with that stretch. Again, softening your eyes. Softening into that asana. Inhale, go ahead and release shoulders over the hips. And exhale, slide the heel along the mat. And again, begin to lean back. So that's one modified way of approaching garland. There are different options there. For today, we're going to keep it a little bit more on the modified side. So go ahead and walk the hands further forward. Some of you might think of it as intermediate. I don't. If you guys have been following along with this channel, personally, I look at yoga as more of a very, well, for lack of a better term, personal approach. It's personal. Everybody's different. You know, you cannot cookie cutter it. It's your body. You know, I don't think of it as beginner, intermediate, advanced. It just, ick, ew, gross, ick. You know, I think of it as modified, therapeutic, a little more aggressive. Listen to your body. If it hurts, don't do it. That's pretty much where I stand. So yeah, I digress. If you've been following along, you'll know that that's where I'm at. I'm not going to refer to it as beginner, intermediate, advanced. We're just going to say we're modifying garland for today to kind of take it a little bit more easy on the shoulders. If you do find that you want more of a challenge, you can take both knees under the shoulders and you can see if you can intertwine those fingers together. It's completely optional. You know, you can do one side then the other. In fact, let's go ahead and approach that for those of you that want to kind of challenge yourselves a little bit more for today. Inhale, lift the shoulders over the hips, and exhale, take both heels towards the hips. Now, a couple different options. You could stay here. You could take the back of the hands into the floor or mat and just breathe deeply. Take your time here, releasing a little bit further forward, little by little. The other option for you, if you'd rather not do this, you can take your feet together and relax into your cobbler's pose, your horseshoe, whichever you want to refer to it as. I just refer to it, as it's hip opening. We're opening the hips. Oh. So go ahead and inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, lift the shoulders over the hips, and exhale, go ahead and roll forward, coming to all fours, transitioning back to that starting position. From here, inhale, exhale, curl the toes under. See if you can start to walk the hands in, rolling the knees away from the mat and drawing the knees nice and wide. Elbows to the mat or arms extended, whichever feels most appropriate for you. Inhale, exhale, either take a little hop and take the feet further apart so that your heels are into the mat, or you can keep your feet a little bit closer in. Inhale, exhale. Now from here, we have the option of sliding the arms back and breathing deeply. This is a really great way to release the low back and hips, especially if you've been spending a great deal of time focusing on back. Lots of back bends, lots of stretching of the psoas. This is a good counter posture for that. Inhale, exhale, either reach your hands back this way, or you could intertwine your arms, reaching around, intertwining the fingertips, whichever feels most appropriate for you. Go ahead and breathe deeply. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn to the side so you can see a little bit more clearly what I'm doing here. So you're intertwining, interlacing the fingers, and try to keep the hips nice and square to the mat as opposed to, well, lopsided or not square to the mat. Breathe deeply. And we have the option of switching sides. And go ahead and release. Inhale, exhale. Let's roll the shoulders forward, roll the knees forward, come back to all fours, cross the ankles, and roll back to that simple cross-legged position. From here, once again, lean back into your shoulders and elbows. Slide the heels forward. Inhale. And exhale. This time, use the strength of your arms to take the hips to the center of the mat. One vertebrae at a time releases you all the way down. Coming into supine position. All right, from here, windshield wiper those knees from side to side. So we're just kind of releasing the hips and low back. Take your time here. If you find that you really just want to take some deep breaths and start to release more and more to one side, And then the other, you can. If you'd rather just take one breath and exhale and switch sides, you can do that here as well for a little bit more of a dynamic stretch. And as discussed previously on this channel, dynamic stretch. A dynamic stretch is just when you're moving through that stretch, especially when you're referring to a warm-up. You're basically doing the motion that you're going to be doing for the workout. So that's essentially what we're doing here. Inhale, go ahead and take your knees back to center. Exhale, knees to your chest. We're hugging those knees in nice and tight. We're going to start to unwind the spine just a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, slide the left heel along the mat and start to take the right knee over to the left, coming into that spinal twist. Optional, see if you can turn to look over the right shoulder. Try to keep the skin of both shoulders down into the mat as much as possible here. We're going to stay for 3 more breaths. Inhale, take the knees back to center. And exhale, knees to chest. Switching sides, inhale, slide the right leg out. Exhale, start to take the left knee over to the right. Unfurling the spine. Again, try to keep the skin of both shoulders down into the mat. Inhale, take your knees back to center. And exhale, start to take your knees to your chest. And gently roll from side to side, which is optional. You certainly do not have to roll from side to side. And release your feet into the mat. And we're going to begin to transition into our Shavasana. Slide out the right heel, followed by your left. Open up your arms, palms are up, chest is open. Soften your eyes. Release your jaw. Start to let go of any remaining tension that you may have from your fingertips, traveling all the way down to your toes. Allow your eyes to drift closed. Begin to release any remaining strenuous thoughts. Feel as though your mind is drifting towards the sky and your body is sinking deep within the earth. Let go and focus only on your breathing. Now, for the purposes of this video, we are only going to remain here for a short period of time. So if you would rather stay in Shavasana for a significantly longer period of time, I encourage you to do so. Otherwise, if you feel ready to come back out of Shavasana, start by wiggling your fingers and toes. Slide in your right heel, followed by your left. And roll over onto your side with your arm underneath your ear to support your neck, allowing your eyes to open. Use the strength of your arms to come all the way up to a comfortable seated cross-legged position. Palms are up, index finger to thumb. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Bring your palms together. And exhale, take your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave that down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to click or tap on that little notification bell. Thanks again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.